Alright guys, it's Tommy, the NT Catfishing. It's Saturday night, what did I say, Lord? Good Lord of mercy, it's like almost 10:30 Saturday night. I didn't sleep much last night. On the water most of the day today. Anyway, I'm going to go over a few things. One of the things we was talking about, something on my jaw right there, what is that? I got dirty somehow. Anyway, one of the things I was talking about the other night was these Catfish Buster hooks, offset circle hooks. Well, we use these things today all day long in that little tournament. We didn't come home with much to show for as a tournament. We actually got to weigh in one fish at a whopping 2.8 pounds. Wow. That's right, he'd been big enough to make a sandwich out of. We had two. One of them didn't, not sure why, one of them didn't survive in the live well, so we couldn't turn it in. And we hooked on the one this morning. It's probably the biggest blue. If we could have got it landed, it would have been my personal best. About the biggest one I think I'd ever seen, personally. We thought I had, well, somehow or another, the current got the boat twisted around a little bit, and my lines wound up under the boat. Well, it turned out this feller had tangled up 3 of my lines. It got me wrapped around 3 of them. Well, I got 2 of the 3 undone and straightened out. I still had this one that went up under the boat. Went to pull it in, something was heavy on the end of it. The way it was doing, just didn't feel like a fish. It just felt like something heavy, and I thought maybe I'd gotten an anchor line. Well, I'm pulling along, I pull up and I reel down. I pull up and I reel down, and finally it pulled back against me. I said, anchor lines don't do that. So I thought, well, maybe one of the other boys. And sure enough, I turned around and looked, turned my head and looked, and both of them boys had a rod in their hand. I'm thinking, well, let me pull this thing on up and I'll see which one's rod I'm tangled in, because I'll see their line move. Well, I pulled up again. And I reeled down, I started to pull up again, and neither one of their poles moved, but this thing pulled back against me. I said, that's not one of them. Well, we got that thing up to the boat. I'm standing at the back of the boat. This fish is done plumb up by the front. I literally had to stick the end of my rod down in the water to get the line to come out from underneath the boat, under the pontoon, and up on the side of the boat. Well, the old fish, he decided he wanted to go the other direction, and he got pulling against me, and just before they could get the net under this thing, and guys, I promise you, this ain't no joke at all. Right before they could get the net up under that thing, he caught that 50-pound leader line against this little metal fin, aluminum fin that's on the front of the pontoons, and it just sliced through that 50-pound leader line like a hot knife through butter. Oh, I could have cried. That just broke my heart. Those circle hooks was holding on to him though. Didn't lose him from letting go of the hook. Didn't lose him from him spitting the hook out. I really believe that thing was hooked real good what it was. Each other fish we caught through the day, these things turned around, they caught just like they should have. I think one of them, he got caught in the top of the mouth instead of the corner. But I believe that was one that was on the video my son-in-law pulled up. Just barely had the barb there on the end, that little bend, barely had it caught. But I'm confident. I believe the hook's done pretty good. I enjoyed using them. I like the way they seem to set. You get a good bite just like a regular circle hook should. You could reel down on it. You didn't have to yank the far out of it. I'm gonna try next outing we have. I'm gonna try using them again. I think I'm gonna try for that big old blue again too. That thing, whew, I tell you what, he was every bit 40 pounds, if not more. My personal best so far is 24.8. So, yeah, that was a learning experience for me this morning. Move forward to a couple things we acquired today, and then I'm going to finish out with something that we've already been using from Dale's. Let me pull this card up here. One of the sponsors for the little tournament we've been doing is Dale's Tackle. I got to read this, I can't never remember it. Dale's Tackle from Watson, Louisiana. Website is www.dalestackle.com. There's his card right here. Got one of his cards. If I can hold on to it. Got one of his cards here. It looks backwards to me on the screen right now, but maybe it'll turn around and be right when I post this. One of the things that we had acquired today from Dale's Tackle and Cedar Creek Outdoors, for one of these little boxes right here, little nifty little boxes. We went up with two of them, and by Plano. You see, he's got Bass Pro Shop decals on the inside of them. I'll put them on my truck. If I already got two on boat, I think I'll put them on my little old Ranger pick-em-up truck. But sinker slides. If I understood correctly, these slides right here were designed for use with braid. I believe they'll work with mono just as well. I tried braid last year, and I'm just a little more comfortable with mono, I think. But our next outing, I'm gonna try a few of these as well. Do something a little different with some of my rigs. I was so glad to get them. These were like little gifts for doing the tournament and partaking in the tournament. And I really like there's many uses for these little plain old boxes. Matter of fact, this plain old box right here, the other one, the empty one here, let me open it up. One little snap that holds it. Get that bass out of there. It's got the 4 of the little square compartments there, and 3 of the deeper ones. I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to try to use this for a little first aid kit. Maybe some Neosporin, a little pack of Band-Aids, and needle and thread. Never know what you may wind up needing. But I think that's what I'm going to do with this one, is make it for a little first aid kit. And of course this other one, I'm going to probably put a couple of my rigs in it. Now, I've been seeing online for the last year or two. I've wanted to try them. I never have. Y'all excuse me. I get my good old Southern West Tennessee sweet tea. Yeah, if y'all don't have sweet iced tea where y'all from, you don't know what you're missing. But I've been seeing all this stuff about the Demon Dragons. Let's see, Dieter Milhorn's got his version of them. I reckon they call them the Dieter Dragons. But I've been wanting to try some, and I had never been able to get a hold of some, and I had some gifted to me today. I had 4 of them. They're called, they're from Southern Indiana Catfish Kings. This also come through Dale's Tackle. The Dragon Shad. 4 different colors here: the silver, red, blue, and yellow. I keep forgetting which side this thing my camera's on. The eyelets on the front and the back, and one in the middle. And got a Little rattle, little noisy booger. You get to looking at the mold on them. It looks like the way it's molded, it looks like it's almost got little whiskers made on it right there. And blue. Red. That red's pretty vibrant. I like it. And yellow. I think that yellow and that silver one there's about my two favorite ones on this pack, color-wise. Big old beady eyes and noisy. I can see how they will probably be effective. And again, our next outing, I'm going to try them out and see how they do. So after that's going to probably be next weekend. So y'all bear with me when we finally get to go out and use them, try them. I'll tell you something that evening or that next morning, the very next video. Might even do something that day while we're on the water about the dragon shad. Stick that paper in there. I don't remember what the name of them are. Alright. Last but not least, this is something I've used for the last couple of years. I love these things. One of these days I'll figure out which side this camera's on, learn how to do it right. I was saying I haven't seen many people say much about these. I found these at Walmart. I was seeing them at Bass Pro that one time I went there, but I get mine at Walmart all the time. Fish Defunk. Fishing hand wipes. It says kill the stink, fish odor removal. Now it's just, there ain't nothing besides good old fashioned soap and water that's going to take all of the nastiness from fishing off your hands. But this stuff here comes real close. I've used it for a couple of years. I'll use it for everything from just cleaning my hands. They're actually gentle enough. We had a young one one day that had a little accident. And he was 2. They'd had the diapers and they forgot the wipes. Now that's okay because he took care of that problem too. Fish Defunk. They ain't perfumed. They smell clean. And I don't know, I can't tell you how they actually work, what the active ingredients are in it. 30 pre-saturated wipes. Let me put my eyeballs on where I can see this paper and see what I'm looking at. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That lens is a little dirty. I believe I was seeing more without them than I was with them. Okay. Yeah. Removes fish stink, completely removes unpleasant fish odors. It says it has a pleasant fragrance that leaves your hands smelling fine, not fishy. Exclusive double down technology. Odor neutralization and odor counteraction at the molecular level. And best of all, in little letters right there. And you little words and 3 little words right there. Made in USA. These didn't come from China, Taiwan, Portugal, or anywhere like that. Made in USA. For USA hands, for USA fish, made in USA. Got to be proud of my US of A. Well, anyway, folks, I'm tired. 10:34, going by the clock on the stove. You know, I can actually see that thing over there with his glasses on. Maybe I ought to keep them on a little more often. Nah. Bags under my eyeballs hang down below my glasses. Just realized that. And they hang down that low, that means this is one tired old man. So y'all, I've had a blast today. The Cedar Creek Outdoors. JR. Guys, I've had a blast. I've had a blast all season with y'all in these little tournaments. I really appreciate y'all putting them on, letting us be part of it. And if y'all get a chance to get down here around Savannah, Tennessee, come check it out. Come try out the little tournament. The next tournament's going to be on the 15th, Saturday the 15th, at the Savannah, Tennessee boat ramp. They do a pre-registration from 6 to 8 on the Friday night before, or you can register that morning. They usually start, they're usually there, I believe, around 5. It's 6 o'clock lines in the water. If you ain't got your fish out of the water, your boat out of the water, and back up to the stand by 4 o'clock, well, you're just missing out. You don't count. So you got to make sure you get up there ready to weigh in somewhere between 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's a 5 fish limit. It is a no-kill tournament. You bring the fish live to the weigh-in. You take them right back down the boat ramp live and put them back. CPR them. Folks, these are some great people right here. Ryan, Jay, these are some great people to deal with. Great people to be associated with. I've met some few people. I met some wonderful people this year. And I sure appreciate the time that these folks put into doing this little tournament. Like today, we might have, I think they said we had 7 boats. That first tournament I was in, we had 10. These fellas do a fine job. It's fun. It's friendly. It is family friendly. Had one gentleman today that was fishing. He actually came in first place and had big fish also. He was fishing with his grandson. And it was his grandson's very first tournament. Let me tell you, that little boy had a ball. That little boy had a blast. The smile on his face, that was worth every bit of it. It don't cost you an arm and a leg to do it. $75 entry fee, $10 big fish per person. If you want to do the big fish. I think it's worth every penny of it. 3 people per boat. 5 fish. A ton of fun. That's all I'm going to say about it. Y'all just going to have to try to check it out. So you get a chance, you get around Savannah, Tennessee on the 18th, or excuse me, the 15th. Look them up. Get in there and Google that number for Cedar Creek Outdoors. Look them up on Facebook. They're there. Let's see, Tennessee River Productions. Excellent people. Y'all, I'm tired and I'm blubbering and babbling. I'm going to bed. Good night, y'all. Talk to you later.